shooting backs.
Preach, Reverend goes down. I want to allow Tuskegee University Interim President Dr. Mars to have a word.
Thank you, Mayor Haygood, and thank you, Mayor Strange, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us. I'm a member of the class 29, Leadership Montgomery.
Oh, well, I was 6. I'm a lot older than you.
Doesn't quite mean that. But nonetheless, we want to thank you for your hospitality and for inviting us to your city. And even though I live here, or I lived here, and I am coming back here, but we appreciate what you do for higher education in this city and surrounding areas. And of course, Tuskegee is a part of the surrounding area which you support, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you, because what you're doing, the guy you're standing next to is really going to make the difference between the F-35 going somewhere versus Montgomery. We so hope, because it is not a slam dunk. We think we'll hear mid-September, because everybody else is essentially the same. There's not a dime's worth of difference from operational Al, and they know that. But what we have spoken to everyone about is that heritage that we have, and how neat it would be if we had the F-35 here, over there, and we've actually spoken on that behalf to Tuskegee. It's a little more complicated. You got to get the contractor to get it selected.
Right.
It goes with the territory, but be that as it may, the rivalry between Tuskegee and ASU is legend, and it would be wonderful if you go down to the wire and have a great ball game, and everybody walks away saying, "Boy, that's a great ball game. We need to come back next week. Let's go spend a lot of money." Well, since we have so many voters with ASU fans,
One thing is guaranteed: it will be a great game.
I want to present this to Mayor Strange from Tuskegee and Tuskegee University, and all our fans and citizens for hosting us here in Montgomery, helping us to put together this historic occasion again. Saying gratefully presented to Mayor Todd Strange of Montgomery, Alabama, for opening your doors at the ASU versus Tuskegee Rivalry since 1924 Labor Day Classic Weekend Celebration, September 1st through 2nd, 2017, Montgomery, Alabama. Mayor Lawrence Tony Haygood, Mayor, City of Tuskegee, Alabama.
Well, I'm sorry. There you go.
I can honestly say that when we first came down here and talked to Mayor Strange about putting this together, he was jumped on it. He was right on board with us. Cedric Bonner was in there cheering us on as he stepped in the door, but he started rolling from the beginning. And behind the scenes, he's been working as hard, not quite as hard, maybe he's been working for T-100 just like he has been for the F-35. And that's what we call partnership. That's what we're trying to build here. ASU, great to have you in the house. But TU, you know what I'm talking about. But we want to have rivalry, spirited rivalry, but we want to have friendship, and we want to strengthen our ties, economic building ties, because we want to build a river region. And this is all good. So all the alumni heads who came, people with significant positions, all our sponsors who are here, we thank you. We look forward to a great weekend, but just the beginning of so many good things to come to the river region. And so whatever you leave off of Montgomery, just shift it on over to Tuskegee.
We'll send your product. Well, I appreciate you saying this busy schedule. Actually, we kind of made it less busy today, but I told Tony I wanted to come early because probably the top 5 things in life I need to do is support my grandchildren, and my grandson is playing Catholic high school at 6:30 tonight. I will be there along the way, and hopefully, I do have a person I want to introduce. Where's Michael? There. Michael Bradell. As we came into the place where you're going to have a little entertainment a little later, somebody, they didn't recognize me. They said, "Oh, hey, David, I'm working with you at WSI." But I will tell you this. He's desirous of a couple of tickets to the game. Is there any tickets?
I need some there.
I'm at the back of a long line, right?
What I'd like to do, unless we have something else we got to do right here, is I'd like to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves. If the mayor has time to hear it before he goes,
Sure.
if you got
Absolutely.
time.
Yes, sir.
We've got a good group of people here representing a lot of business and all kind of areas.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, smile. One more, 3, 2, 1, smile. Tuskegee.
Yes.
Tuskegee?
Okay.
ASU? All right.
So we had the interim president Morris introduce himself from Tuskegee, so we'll start with Michael and go that way, right?
I am the Director of Public Information and External Affairs and other duties as assigned by my boss, the Honorable Todd Strange, and glad to have everyone here for the start of a new tradition.
And we're going to go back to Dr. Morris and she'll introduce
I want to
board members.
introduce my board member, Floyd Griffin.
Former Mayor Billy Field
Yeah,
Judge.
we met when you came over for dinner.
Yes.
We did meet, yeah.
Okay, and we're going around. Go ahead, Al. You good?
Alfonso Moore, entrepreneur in Tuskegee, Alabama, have my own golf course.
All right.
Oh, wow, what's your handicap? I got my card today.
I have a 9-hole par 3
That's
golf
good.
course out on County Road 36 in Tuskegee.
Noah.
Yeah, I'm Noah Hopkins, the Executive Director, Community Tourism Network. I publish tourism magazines throughout Alabama, to be honest with you.
And concert promoter extraordinaire.
And also concert promoter. Got a great picture with Michael and I with Michael Franks.
Yes, indeed.
When we did a show in '07. But I'm just happy to be here, even though I'm for Tuskegee, but I'm a Southern University grad.
We talking Tuskegee today.
Guy Trammell with the Macon County Ministers Council Food Pantry and also the Tuskegee Youth Safe Haven. If you want to see what the children are doing, go to maconprogress.net.
Excellent.
Food pantry is so important. We were very fortunate. We had Publix here earlier this week. The CEO named Todd Jones. That company's given $5 million for hunger. We got 150,000 of it. But this serves about 32 counties around the state of Alabama. Thank you for what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Brenda Arnold, up and coming entrepreneur, special touch events. Looking forward to getting into planning corporate events. My day job, I am IT program manager at Gunner Air Force Base. I'm looking to retire in about 7 years so I can get my event planning business off on the ground.
It's great. Did you participate at all in the AFITC conference?
No, I did not. I was working very
But you
hard
knew
in the Air
about it.
Force, but I knew about it.
Yeah,
Yes, a lot of my colleagues were there,
yeah.
so they brought back a lot of information. So.
Yeah. Ms. Leslie Miller spoke about STEM and diversity in STEM education. So
Okay.
She did a great job.
Great.
Ernest Davis from Huntsville, Alabama, Higher Education Administrator.
Did you say Huntsville?
Huntsville, yeah. Just got
Bless
here.
you. We love Huntsville because you got all the money up here.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I tell him all the time. He called me to see how we doing. I said, we need some of them money. He goes, no.
It's easy for you guys. Matter of fact, Tommy Battle was here last night. He was going through to Dothan, Alabama. Trying to raise some money.
Campaign to go.
One of my best friends, he always come down for the Turkey Day classes, so he made the trip down for
Good.
Labor Day. We
Thank
got
you.
it down.
Travis, appreciate that.
Al Allenbeck, I'm the Vice President of Airport Engineering and Planning for Goodwin Mills and Kaywood, but I'm better known as the father of Albert Allenbeck, saxophonist for Tank and the Bangas, who are playing here on the 20th of October at the Museum of Fine Arts. And I'm happy to work with B. Furness, who is our community expert specialist.
And I'm glad to be here. We're glad to be a sponsor this afternoon with GMC.
Sponsorship.
We're glad to sponsor. And I've got to say it, and I'm a hornet.
So what time is it?
It's a great time to be a hornet. And that leads into the president of the National Alumni Association. I'm pleased to present Vanessa Dickens.
Thank you. And I hail from Dothan, Alabama, and it is a great time to be a hornet.
I'm Daisy Baxter Glass. I'm from Heatherland, Alabama, and I'm the ASU Hornet, president of Dothan Alumni Chapter.
Welcome. Let's take your singers out.
Roosevelt J. Lewis. I'm a Tuskegee grad. I'm president of the Alabama chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen. And by the way, when we get the F-35, I want to do what I did Tuesday. Mr. Mayor, at 450 knots in vertical and 9 Gs for an hour and 20, I got the F-16 right.
There are about 9 of us that are on the from the beginning. Has been there from Mobile to come up and guide us along that path. So,
Food Price always making great contributions.
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Bernice Frazier. I am the President and CEO of the Southern Christian Leadership Foundation. It is not the SCLC. This was founded by Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier in 1966, and we've moved our headquarters to the historic city of Tuskegee, Alabama. And so we're just pleased to be here and be supportive of everything TU.
Alpha
Kappa Alpha
Kappa Alpha sorority.
Incorporated.
Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone. It is a great time to be a Hornet, but even more importantly, it's a great weekend for all football fans. So, I'm Kenny Leno. I'm a local alum of ASU. I am an insurance agent and financial rep. I have an office out here in Pike Road on Chantilly Parkway. But to all my Tuskegee brethren and sisterin that I love so much, I'm looking to expand into the Tuskegee area with the new office. So
Come on down.
Come on down.
you all have me.
Welcome you with open arms.
We got our trustee and then young lady there from WVAS, if I'm not mistaken.
Once again, my name is Floyd Griffin. I'm from Georgia, former mayor, former state senator. This young man here, we were in school together at Tuskegee. So you see, we are some of the oldest alumni around. Let's say the oldest person, alumni around. I'm glad to be back in your town, Mr. Mayor. When I was here in school, they had a club over here called the Lacos. I remember that? Yeah. So, you know, that's where I did my study.
The spending started.
But it's always good to come back to Alabama, Tuskegee, and the Montgomery area.
If you see anything you need to tell me about, please do.
I'm Melanie Hogan. I'm a news reporter at WVAS, your award-winning radio station, and I am proud to be a graduate of the Alabama State University.
She has to say that. They got the radio station on the campus.
Always on work.
How you doing? My name is Carl Morgan. I'm a graduate from illustrious Tuskegee University. I'm an entrepreneur as well. I'm the creator and founder of Thinking LLC. We're a zero-waste recycling company, and I'm just happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Eloise Anderson, and I'm retired from the VA Medical Center for 27 years. I belong to a couple of organizations, but the one I'm most proud of really is Bethel Missionary Baptist Church. But I am chairman of the Carver's Day Festival Parade. And it's going to be the first Saturday in May. And I'm inviting everybody to participate. I know that, and I'm getting all the notices out so you all can participate in the parade.
Great. Thank you.
I'm LaBaron Boone, and I'm a senior partner at the firm of Beasley, Allen Crowe, Matthew Portis, and Miles. A couple of interesting things is I do a radio show on WVAS called The Law in You.
Right.
I also do our TV show called The Beasley Report on WSFA. And I'm a box holder and have a box. Somebody was asking about it this week, but is it permissible for me to give you a ticket? If so, I own a suite at the box, so you're
Face value $25 or less. Right, Pete?
At my speed, I'm sure it's
face value. Face value $25 or less.
But
we'll talk, LeBaron.
Yeah.
Probably not on camera, but.
Thank you, LeBaron. Right behind you, another one of our sponsors.
Willie Watson with Liberty Bank and Trust. I'm a commercial lender. We located on 4141 Carmichael Road. Come by and see us. Also, we have a branch in Tuskegee, and we, looking forward to serving you guys. Continue to serve you guys in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your sponsorship.
You're welcome.
Michelle.
Oh,
I'm Michelle Robinson. I'm Senior Account Executive for Alabama News Network, and that basically houses ABC, CBS, and the CW. So, hello and welcome, both Alabama State and Tuskegee.
That's so many things. We'll go over later.
All right, I'm Shannon Parker. I am also with Liberty Bank, VP responsible for business development. We are honored to be a part of such a rich history as it relates to sponsorship. I'm not an AU, Alabama State, or Tuskegee grad, but my allegiance, my parents both. My father's an Alabama State grad, and my mother is a Tuskegee grad.
And she told me earlier, although she's sitting on the Alabama State side, only because she couldn't get a ticket. Mayor, we'll take care of that. I know our president will take care of it. She's going to root for Tuskegee.
Hello, everybody. My name is Georgette White Moon, a three-term councilwoman who moved back home for the city of Tuskegee. I am proud to serve my beloved city of Tuskegee. My claim to fame is that because my family is military, I had the honor of teaching at Punahou School, where President Obama attended, in Honolulu, Hawaii.
One of our city council person, a strong person on council, still giving us good advice.
Thank you, Mayor.
At least she did a nice layup before she left.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Matt Collins. I'm the owner of Nuke Cedar here in Montgomery and in Auburn as well. We're a fast casual restaurant, pizza, salad, sandwiches, and we do catering. Got a couple of our team here. Tierra Beard runs our catering operation, so if you ever have any needs, he or Tuskegee, we can take care of you too. So Tom Cox runs our operations in town, and we're for all of our locations. So we're happy to be a part of this event as well. So
Tony, he really runs a good restaurant.
Oh yeah,
but he's a really good golfer too.
Oh yeah.
You want him on your team.
Okay. I already told him we go there to eat occasionally, especially in Auburn, and I've eaten over here in Montgomery a few times, but we go to Auburn a lot and eat when we're over there. So really enjoy it. Appreciate your sponsorship. They joined in near the end, so we really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Turner.
Mr. Mayor, good afternoon, everyone. A lot of good friends here from over the years. I'm here in my capacity as the director of the Macon County Economic Development Authority, and we're one of the sponsors of this year's event. We are working extremely hard, not only promoting our T100 project, but also in support of the F-35 to the 187th. We see a lot of synergy there in these two projects, and we're working extremely hard. But I think really the good Lord has brought us all together for a very critical time in our community's history to really tell a good tale and to really have the opportunity to change aerospace and to be good to our history and to take that history and leverage it for future generations through these two projects. And I'm just going to work until the bell goes off to try to bring both of these home to our communities. And I appreciate the leadership in this room, both universities, our trustees, Colonel Lewis, and all of us stand on your shoulders to have an opportunity to win these projects, and we greatly appreciate your leadership, Dr. Morris and others. Thank you very much.
When is that decision?
We anticipate the decision coming sometime in the last 3 months or first month or two of 2018, and
so it'll come after the F-35.
It'll come after the F-35.
Yeah, I want to especially thank Joe because he does so much. I mean, he works in the building where I am, and I've seen Joe come in dragging, just making it in the door, then having to get up and go back out. But he works a lot of long, hard hours, so we really appreciate it. A lot of people don't understand it. I've seen it firsthand, and I know that the length that he goes and the things that he goes through to try to get us there. And so appreciate it, Joe. And he's one of our major sponsors for this event. Is the Macon County Economic Development Authority and T100 project. We have Kim Davis over there, who we saw earlier.
Yes, Kim.
And where is she sitting?
She's back right back there.
Thank you.
And Karen, where's Karen? Karen Hopkins. was here. She stepped
We'll be
out.
right back.
And then let's get Judith Baldwin back here.
Thank you, Judith.
Thank you.
And Robin.
Hello,
Introduce
I'm Robin Gray, and thank you. And I am Tuskegee University. I represent the Office of the President. I serve as Dr. Morris's executive assistant and as well as the Board of Trustees. Thank you.
All right, and then we're coming around to.
My name is Leslie Stone. I live here in Montgomery. I own a masonry company. I've built quite a few things around here in Montgomery, and currently I'm about to do the Maxwell Elementary School. I'm about to rebuild that. So we start that in October, and I'm just delighted to be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vern?
I'm Verna Little. I serve as executive assistant to the chairman of the Board of Trustees and also assistant secretary to the Board of Trustees. And I've served under 4 presidents of Tuskegee University and 3 interim presidents. Of course, Dr. Morris served twice. And my mother, my grandfather, my father, we were all Tuskegee graduates, and I'm also an Auburn University graduate, but TU.
All right. Glad to have you here with us. You done bless us while you're here.
It's an honor to be here, Mayor. Thank you so much for inviting me back when I came to your church. I'm Wendy Coleman. I am honored to do many things in this city. I work at ASU. I'm a graduate of ASU. I'm a pastor here at First Congregational Christian Church. But my sister and I, Shabra Coleman, we are also getting ready to launch into a major undertaking to open a restaurant and event space here in Montgomery. Mayor, we're looking to occupy the old Mary B's.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, sir.
Glad to get that.
We're excited about it, so we'll be coming to talk to you soon.
Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, and it was Shabra?
Shabra.
Okay, good. Is there someone hiding in the back there?
Chief? Thank you, Mayor. I'm Pat Martis, the police chief of Tuskegee University. While I agree that today is a great day to be a Hornet, tomorrow is going to be a better day to be a Golden.
You asked what about the background. Well, speaking of law enforcement, I wanted this guy to at least have his face known to you guys because he is the Renaissance law enforcement. Daryl Toney is in charge of security for this. He has a wonderful staff. We work so well together, just almost seamless between us and the MPD. And he's got additional forces when we get big events like this. So I wanted you to be able to see his face. Not that you will need him, but if you do, would you say a word of welcome to the Renaissance and tell him to be responsible tonight?
Yes. Well, we welcome you here. We're glad that this thing is kind of kicked off again. We're excited for everything that's going to come about with the rejuvenation of this rivalry. Again, I'm here to help you guys. I'm also the nighttime manager too, so if y'all need anything, definitely let us know. I'll try to do what I can to help you and everybody else that's here. But again, welcome. Be safe out there, but definitely let us know if anything we can help you with.
Just go find the guy that's got an MP. Or girl.
Or girl, there you go. All right.
And we've got one more to introduce here.
Good afternoon, Cedric Young. I'm in capacity representing PNC Bank, representing both Tuskegee and branches in Montgomery. A little close to home, happy to see this game too as well. I'm an ASU graduate. My wife is a Tuskegee graduate, so we are really excited about this game. But definitely both communities we work hand in hand with, both universities we work hand in hand with our local teams, and just excited to be here. So thank you.
Great, and thanks a lot for joining as one of our sponsors in the end. We appreciate that. All of our sponsors we want to thank. But the main thing we want to do at this time, let's give ourselves a hand. This is a great group.
Amen. Thank you and the excitement that we have to get this going again in this good spirited way. We're gonna be battling each other. I didn't make a bet with you. We got to figure something we got to do. You got to come to Tuskegee and work on a crew. I got to come down here one way or another.
Well, I'm more than happy to swap it. Let's don't work on a crew. Let's treat each other to dinner at the best restaurant.
We'll figure this out. But
The next thing we'll have, we're having the ballroom. We'll be in the ballroom downstairs where we have a larger reception, and we'll have a band there. We'll introduce everyone again, introduce our sponsors. If you're going to have a quick minute to say something, and we'll let you know a little bit about the project we're working on to redevelop our corridors in Tuskegee, where we got to revitalize our community. It was up at one level, went down for a little while. Now it's time to build it back up, and then get back where we can start to, compete with Montgomery for some of those hotel rooms sooner or later. We really look forward to it. So the next thing we'll be downstairs at 6 o'clock or 6:30. It's colorful here. She stepped out? Okay, well, I know 6 or 6:30 we'll be downstairs. So anyone else have anything else they'd like to say? We got the mayor here. I don't want to hold him up any longer.
I gotta go get my ankle taped.
Oh, okay. You want to introduce yourself, sir? Chris. Okay, you good? All right. Well, anyone else? Well, thank you all, and we'll just take a break and just relax and just have some more champagne if you like. All right.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Mayor Haygood, President Morris, Mayor Strange, when I say F-35 and T-100, what do you all say?
We say we want it.
Oh, yes.
We say great economic development opportunity.
Great news. We're excited.
And how exciting it is for this partnership for both of these opportunities.
The F-35 is really more than a Montgomery win. It's a whole community win. It's a state of Alabama win, not only from an economic standpoint, but it sends volumes of signals that Montgomery and the River region can handle the highest technology in the Air Force. And so it would be a great opportunity for us. And then to follow on with that T-100, all of a sudden we will springboard to the top echelon in aerospace in Alabama.
Yes. Well, for us, we look for the opportunities for our graduates, and this is an excellent opportunity for them to really stay in Tuskegee and obtain the greatest jobs in their areas, especially our engineering students and our architecture students and other people who are in the sciences. So that's a great opportunity for them.
And we're bringing aircraft industry development into Tuskegee Molten Field, which is part of the River region, as the mayor said. As we expand the River region, there's more opportunity, more jobs, more excitement coming to the area. So we're just particularly excited because Molten Field, the Tuskegee Airmen, what they contributed. So it brings a whole new level when you talk about the Tuskegee Airmen, Molten Field, partnering in the River region with aviation coming to Montgomery as well.
The aviation landscape in this community will change, no question.
Absolutely, and the role that the Tuskegee Airmen, the legacy of the 187, is going to play a great part in that decision because most of the 5 that are there operationally are pretty even. The degree of difference is the F-16 bed down that would go away, but when we talk with all of the senior leadership, we remind them of that legacy factor, and Colonel Lewis has been such a great member of our team, and I'm just thrilled that we've gotten this far and we've got the opportunity, and we look forward to hearing towards the latter part of September.
Any final comments?
Well, actually a wonderful tribute to the Tuskegee Airmen.
The entire community is excited. I think the whole River region is excited. The governor, the state senate, and state house is behind it. I think it's a great thing for the whole state of Alabama. So we're particularly excited. Can't wait for both of them to happen.
Count us in.
All right, count us in.
Thank you, Kim.
All right.
I'm Annie Lucas Brown, City of Tuskegee, Tuskegee, Alabama.
Okay, thank you so much for coming out here this evening. So tell me, what does this weekend mean to you and the City of Tuskegee?
Oh, this is an awesome weekend. This is what I call Family and Friends Day back on again, Tuskegee and Alabama State University. I am just so happy to be here for the game and to promote the T100 project at the same time, which is really going to improve the quality of life for everybody in the city of Tuskegee and the county of Macon. We're just excited.
Great, great, great. So can you tell me what you guys are doing as far as making progress, as far as capturing either the votes or making sure that you can secure it?
Well, what we're doing, we're reaching out to all the citizens, all alumni from Tuskegee University and Alabama State University, everybody that you know anywhere that's connected with the United States Department of the United States Air Force Department, because that's where the contract will be awarded from, the United States Air Force. So we're asking you to write to the senators, your mayors, organizations, and ask them to write to others, to ask them to please vote in our favor. We need that plant awfully bad, and we really, really want it. Our people are waiting.
Absolutely. And what will it mean for the city of Tuskegee?
Well, it will improve the quality of life for Tuskegee. The service, healthcare, education, all walks of life will be improved. And for our younger generation, that will mean new jobs for them. Jobs that will be, the wages will be very good. And we hope that they will stay in Tuskegee with us and help Tuskegee to grow in the future. So we're really, really looking forward to it. It'll just be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Good.
Vanessa Dickens, National Alumni President for Alabama State University. And you go ahead.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask, this weekend, it's an amazing weekend for both the city of Montgomery and Tuskegee. What do you think it means to the city of Montgomery?
I think it means a lot economically, but I also think it means a lot historically. For the two universities to come back together after a brief break, I think that says a lot for both of us. I think that here we have the opportunity not only to make an impact as far as history is concerned, but to make an impact as far as the river region is concerned. And no matter what the outcome, I think we'll both have winners.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I just want to know, this is the very first inaugural game. Tell me, what does this mean for the city of Tuskegee and for the University of Tuskegee as well?
We are very, very excited about not reinventing, but starting this again, because it was a rivalry that everyone was proud of, everyone wanted to come to, and it's actually good for the university and the Alumni Association in particular, and the relationship between the two universities, because this is something that people look forward to. And since we were able to get it on a holiday weekend, a lot of our out-of-town alumni and friends of the university are able to attend. So it's a big deal for both institutions, and we're just proud that we were able to make an agreement this time to get it done.
And can you tell me, do you think that this game is going to have some type of longevity, or is it just a one-time game and we'll see how it plays out? And are we going to have it again next year? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we are going to continue it. It depends on the arrangements that our athletic people make with each other. But I think it's going to be a continued activity for both institutions for at least a couple of years. We look forward to it anyway, and I think that the rivalry and, of course, the support for it will dictate that we do it again. And I look forward to working with them and getting it done.
So how hard was it, or how difficult was it to get everyone on board? Because everyone, when they think about ASU and Tuskegee, they're thinking about Turkey Day Classic, and I'm sure that's what they wanted to kind of resurrect. So how hard was it to get people to move their thought process to Labor Day versus Thanksgiving?
Well, Tuskegee's had a winning team, and our coach wanted to go to the playoffs. If we play Thanksgiving game, we can't go to the playoffs because that's beyond the November 11th deadline that they have for teams that want to go. And so we just couldn't play the Turkey Day Classic and go to the playoffs as well. now that it's a Labor Day activity, we don't have that problem. And so I think that he will agree to play for another season at least.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
We're just excited to have you with us here this evening, and particularly excited about the weekend. The fact that we have the return of the HBCU Classic, Tuskegee University and Alabama State University. How about it, ASU? How about it, Tuskegee? Let's give Alabama State a chance again. How about it, ASU? All right. TU? All right, that's great. We had the opportunity to meet briefly earlier with the mayor of the city of Montgomery and some other key people from Alabama State and Tuskegee. We're particularly excited about the fact that people are coming together. We're bringing a rivalry back, but we're bringing the two communities together for economic development. Montgomery's going at the F-35 at Downey Field, which is aviation, and Tuskegee's going at what? T-100 at both fields, and both being boosted by the Tuskegee Airmen. It's the legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen that put us in a position to take advantage of this opportunity. And we want to thank our T100 team, which is one of our sponsors, Mr. Joe Turner, the Macon County Economic Development Partner, and those working with him and the T100 team. I know Karen Hopkins and Kim Davis are part of that team, and some others working closely on that project, and Andrea, I think, as well. And so we're very pleased at the work that they're doing on behalf of T100 and the opportunity that we may have in Tuskegee. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors. We have Liberty Bank is one of our sponsors that joined in. We have PNC Bank that's joined in. We have Nukes. And we honor that opportunity to have Nukes in Tuskegee, maybe in Tuskegee next. But in Auburn and Montgomery, Nukes is here and joined us as well as one of our sponsors. We have several other sponsors that we'll introduce to you as the evening goes on. And be reminded of, but we're very thankful to have each and every one of you here. It's a great opportunity because what it means is that we can come together and relive the excitement of what the Turkey Day Classic used to be. We won't have the Turkey Day Classic, unfortunately. That was a special, special thing, especially go down in the morning, get in the Turkey Day Classic spirit, you beat Bama State and go back home and have Turkey Day. But we have the Labor Day Classic, so we were very thankful to see that return here. And we have with us, and we're thankful to have the interim president of Tuskegee University, Dr. Morris. And her team was heard this evening. We're thankful to have them here with us as well. And she gave us some good words earlier this afternoon. But we look forward to you having a good time this evening. We thank you for the band that we have. Colorful, the work that she did, working with our sponsors and other team members. Ms. Rice here with us here at the Tuskegee Macon County Community Development Corporation. She's going to work with us on our corridor project. So we look forward to revitalizing Tuskegee. I want to acknowledge with us this evening any of our city council people. I know our Mayor Pro Tem was here. Anna Rivers Brown. Also, we had Ms. Shirley Curry here, came in early. From District 3, we thank them for being here as well. Any other elected officials that we have here with us? Yes, sir. Chief Curry, Commissioner Curry. Thank you. Yes, Commissioner Curry. And I want to recognize a special person who's been working with aviation for a long time, working with the F-35 and the T-100, working hard behind the scenes to make that happen. Colonel Lewis, Roosevelt Lewis. We were hoping, but things don't necessarily work out the way we want to, but we want to let you know that we're excited by the fact that CC's Daiquiri Bar will be reopening again soon. They didn't make it by the deadline of Labor Day because they had some remodeling done. You know, they were across the street and had a beautiful setup across the street as an incubator, and they branched out on their own, so they'd be right on the street. So Miss Candy Capel, originally from Tuskegee, voice of the VAS and station manager until last year. She's recently retired, will be reopening CC's Daiquiri Bar, and that's on Commerce Street, right? 19 Commerce Street. So please go by CC's Daiquiri Bar and support them. We had a chance to go there a couple of times, and I tried to leave standing up. Some good daiquiris. I really couldn't drive, so I had to have somebody else drive. We want to thank the Ball Healthcare Services here tonight as one of our sponsors. We have Penn and Seaborn attorneys, Tuskegee, Macon County Community Foundation. Thank the Tuskegee News, of course, Visions, who we'll have come up a little later. Mr. Cedric Bonner with Visions, WSFA TV, and Bounce TV, Mr. Cedric Bonner. We also recognize PNC Bank as well as one of the sponsors. We just want you to come and have a good time this evening. We have some things happening in our community. We're revitalizing Tuskegee. Yeah. We're trying to grow and become what we were, but actually surpass what we were. We were a good independent community one time because of the way it was built up. Dr. Booker T. Washington, with the foundation he laid, others built upon it. The VA hospital, Tuskegee grew and developed. So now we're back in that phase. We're pleased that the university is stepping to a new level. We're happy to be partners with the university in their regrowth and their strength. And that's what we've got to do all around our HBCUs and our HBCU communities. We've got to grow, we've got to improve, we've got to pull together our resources. I'm very pleased that we have a member of the Board of Trustees from Tuskegee who was here earlier. Is he still here with us? He happened to leave, but he was here with us as well. But what it speaks to is the fact is that at all levels, the university is looking at our community to be involved as a major support. We're working with them because as they strengthen, we're strengthening. We're pleased to say that they had over 900 new students at Tuskegee University in the freshman class, and that's a big positive thing. We're pleased to say that we had investors who came in and are totally redoing Washington Chapel apartments, so that'll be 105 to 110 totally refurbished apartments that haven't been done in over 20, 25 years. We're pleased to say that in Pisces apartments, they were totally redone from the inside out, 50 units that will be there for students. So people are investing money. We encourage you to encourage others to invest money in Tuskegee and some of the things that are going on. There are positive things happening in our community. People are putting energies together. We want to capitalize on that energy. And we want to do exactly what we did here today. We want to partner with our friends here in Montgomery and the surrounding area because we are a major part of the river region. Our history brings in a lot of people, and we need to capitalize on that history. We need to monetize that history. We need to partner with Montgomery, Selma, and surrounding areas, and we all grow. And that's the thing that we've got to strengthen. We all grow when we work together, and that's a positive message that we have. But I'm really thankful for all of you being here this evening. We'll introduce some more people later. We have some former participants in the Turkey Day Classic, now the Labor Day Classic. We want to recognize them. Several of them went on to be professional football players, and we'll have them come up, and we've asked them at this time to raise their hand, our former football players in the classic. And we'll bring them up and introduce them to you. They were part of the reason we won, a number of times in those games. I see Councilman Lee has come in on, I don't think we recognized him earlier. Councilman Lee from District 1. Mayor Powell? Oh yes, there's Mayor Powell. Great, thank you for coming. We got an invitation by Mayor Powell and her husband came. We had a chance to stop out and make sure we got them involved. We're pleased with the progress that Short is making, and we plan to do the same thing and work with Short as we grow our entire region. Macon County is strengthening, and that's why we're reaching out to Montgomery to let them know we're coming to partner with you to grow the whole region. So we're excited about what's going on. I'm not going to take long because it's the band that's bringing the good music. And I don't want to delay them anymore. I'm enjoying it myself. But we want to see some people get up and dance after a while. So we're supposed to have a cash bar somewhere. So put out a little money, have a drink or two, you loosen up, and we'll all get on the phone. So we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
much trigonometry. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Now, I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. But maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La ta 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 ta. Ooh, biology. La ta 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 ta. Ooh, French I took. But I do know I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Always on the road, I just swallow being alone. She needs someone at night that she can hold. She must have told me 1,000 times before. Silent cries I used to ignore. God knows I love her, didn't mean to hurt her. Baby, I'll be sitting here waiting on you to come home again. I won't leave. Promise I'll be here till the very end. By your side to protect you and to love you and to be with you for life. Come on home to me, Charlene.
to a few people who joined us here this evening. First, I want to take a minute to thank some additional sponsors, as I mentioned. Goodwin Mills and K Woods, architects and engineers, major sponsors. We have Penn and Seaborn out of Union Springs and a few other cities, attorneys at law, Penn and Seaborn, Myron Penn, and Parker Seaborn. We want to recognize Tuskegee Virtual TV here with us this evening, Patrick, Wallace, and team. We also have Tuskegee Television Network working with us this evening, Mr. Jesse Harris. And now I'd like to take the opportunity to recognize also serious injury attorneys Chuck James and Gerald Brooks as sponsors as well. Did a great job for us. Please, I'd like to introduce to you a special guest here, and I'm going to ask Mr. Cedric Varner to come up and introduce to us the athletic director for Alabama State University, who's got us here in the house.
Sorry, I got to take the microphone down. How y'all doing? Good. Cedric Varner. Isn't this a great event today? Please give everybody a big hand. Very excited about it. Great to see everybody today, and we're just really excited about Mayor and the things that he's been doing to promote economic development, along with Mr. Turnham and so many others who are making a difference. We want to recognize President Morris in her absence. I saw her a little earlier, but I think I'm here to introduce the athletic director at Alabama State University, Mr. Melvin Hines. You might have seen him a little bit earlier today, and he's going to bring you greetings.
Let me first of all say thank you for having me here tonight. And I just want to say tonight is a great night for a great weekend. We understand what the Tuskegee, Alabama State, the Alabama State-Tuskegee rivalry means to all the alumni and fans, especially to the River region. You know, it's a great game. It's a great opportunity for friends to come together to celebrate a momentous occasion. We do understand for 3 hours that we're rivalries, but after those 3 hours, we're friends and family. And we all have one common goal, to make sure HBCUs can thrive, to make sure African American development continues to grow. Because at the end of the day, we're all family. You know, we go by that old adage that it takes a village to raise a family. And so, as long as we stick together, we can continue to make America great. We really need everybody in this room to get all their friends and their families to understand that America is great because it was built on the backbone of African Americans. We built all the buildings that are standing up today. We plowed all the fields. We did all the work. Some of them may have gained the credit, but we really understand what the credit really is due, because when we go back to Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, they made a lot of things great for America, right? And that was started right down the road in Tuskegee. We talk about what happened on 915 South Jackson Street with the bus boycott, the civil rights movement beginning. It made everything great for America. So when you talk about bringing two great institutions together where it all started to make America great, and then we're going to have a great football game on Saturday. No matter who wins or loses, it's all about family coming together to celebrate. Now, you know I'm biased about who wins, but at the end of the day, it's about what we do together as family. I understand it's a new tradition playing on Labor Day. Hopefully we can build it and make it great, because it makes it great for Alabama State, makes it great for Tuskegee, and for the River region. So let's get behind this game. Let's support it. Let's keep coming back, because it's grand this weekend. But just think about what's going to happen the next weekend, because everybody who missed it, y'all go tell them what happened on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and even Sunday. Y'all tell them, y'all need to be here next year because it's going to be even bigger and better. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I'm here if you need to want to ask me any questions about what the future holds for Alabama State and Tuskegee and 11th Day Classic. I'm here because we want to build this and make this a great game for the River region. So I thank you for coming out.
Am I up next now? Okay. All right, we appreciate Mr. Hines. Please give him another big hand for coming to fellowship with the brethren today. Mayor, when you let us know that you were coming to Montgomery to do this event, we placed a call to, of course, you know, you and I, we've been friends for a long time, so we placed a call to the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce about it, and that to communicate that that Tuskegee, the Tuskegee commitment was to come to Montgomery for this game, and they wanted to host an event. So we talked to Ron Simmons, who is the Vice President for Destination Sales, correct, Ron? At the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce. He was on the case right away. We sent him an email and he helped to facilitate all of this. So he's gonna come and bring you greetings. Please give Ron Simmons a big hand as he comes.
Thank you, sir. He would call me up after Reverend Hines got the church fired up. So let the church say amen. On behalf of the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce and the Convention and Visitor Bureau, our Chairman, David Reed, and President, Randy George, welcome to Montgomery, Alabama, the capital of dreams. We're so excited to have this game here again. Now, I go back like way back when we were in Crampton Bowl. So I totally get this. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have Tuskegee back in Montgomery. I'm excited that Alabama State is playing Tuskegee in Montgomery. I'm excited that you are here because one of the things that people don't understand is sports tourism is economic development. So on behalf of our business community, we're excited to have you here. We're excited to see people walking around and experiencing Montgomery. People who probably haven't been here since we played last. So we're so happy to have that. We're so happy about this partnership with Mayor A. Good and the city of Tuskegee and all that we have to offer in our business community. So thanks again. We're so looking forward to it. I'm not going to tell y'all who I want to win tomorrow. But I'm sure you can figure that out. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ron.
Just want to say one thing to Ron. You know, from what Mayor Strange said earlier this afternoon, y'all owe us one. Because they said every hotel room in Montgomery is big. That's correct. That's right. Don't forget that. When we turn around and start bringing Tuskegee, y'all owe us one. We owe you one.
All right, moving right along. One thing we can say about this city councilman, he's been, I believe, in office about a year now. Very active. Technology, okay, I stand correct. 2 years. Yeah, he said, don't cut my time. I'm putting this time in. 2 years and very active in the community. A great spirit, really good, diligent businessman. And Councilman William Green, I asked him when I saw him come in the door, well, how you know about this? He said they sent it to me. And so we're going to ask him to come. Please give Councilman William Green a big hand. District 5, and I live in this district.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's hard to come behind these two great speakers here. I really wasn't planning on speaking tonight. When I got the invitation from the mayor, I couldn't wait to come here. I said, you know what, I got to come. I heard a lot of great things about the mayor of Tuskegee. This is my opportunity to meet him. I'm a graduate of Alabama State as well as my daughter, so you all know who I'm rooting for. Nothing personal. I remember growing up, and I think most of you all remember growing up, the Turkey Day Classic. I mean, we look forward to it. I remember many years, I looked forward to the t-shirts that we would buy, and I just kept them. I wore them to the holes until this fell apart. So this is great to see Tuskegee again. I couldn't understand why it ended in the first place. I mean, I thought that was one of those things that, Montgomery, it was just going to be there until the end of time. I'm glad that we finally got this thing going back again. I'm looking forward, like you say, this thing is going to be great. And on behalf of the city of Montgomery, I'm saying, and the city council, the mayor, and the leadership here, we're looking forward to this thing to go on for many years after this. I've just talked to the athletic director, and I would like to see a tighter business relationship with Alabama State so that we can provide all the support that you all need and we can get everything that you all need. I'm looking forward to coming down to Tuskegee and hanging out down there. Get another victory, by the way, but this is great, good time. I couldn't wait to come here and meet you all, so thank you for all the good time. Look forward to talking to you.
Thank you. We won't delay you any longer. If we have any other announcements, let me know. I'd like to ask our city councilman to come up and just so y'all can see them from the city of Tuskegee, who came all the way to Montgomery to make sure we get things straight. City council from Tuskegee, please come up. I saw Councilman Lee. It was Councilwoman Curry and Councilwoman Brown. She leave out. Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for the work of my government.
Great occasion, and I echo everyone else. We are delighted that we have resumed this rivalry and this great game, and we look forward to it. I'm from Tuskegee, graduate of the great TU. So of course you know who I want to win. There's no doubt about that. But I have so many friends at Alabama State and in Montgomery. So it's just a great thing. And we want to thank our mayor. Let me thank you, Mayor Haywood, for having this activity. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will introduce our special council person who has that black and gold on. You know this is a great council person. Her son came out of our community, went on to play at Alabama State and become a professional player. So we're very pleased and excited about it. That's what it's about. It's a good spirit. So our councilwoman, Mayor Pro Tem, Annie Lucas Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and it's my pleasure to bring you greetings this evening. I am so excited about the game, ASU and TU. Of course, I am a Hornet, ASU. So, and I'm very happy to be here this evening and hope that each of you will enjoy and just have fun. We're just so glad that family and friends are back together again.
Thank you so much. Councilman Lee, is he still here with us? Okay. Councilman Lee. Are we ready for the band again? Yeah! All right, we'll turn it back over to the band. Thanks again. Let's get ready to party. Like I said, you got a few drinks out there. You get a drink or two, you might hit the floor. It's some good music.
My name's Catrice Rose.
Okay, and can you tell me your position?
I'm Director of Nursing with Magnolia Haven Health and Rehab in Tuskegee.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about Magnolia Haven?
Well, Magnolia Haven is a skilled nursing facility. We offer lots of services, fine dining, speech therapy. We're usually used for short-term rehab, and we have skilled nursing.
Okay, and can you tell me how important was it for Magnolia Haven to be a part of this evening or this weekend?
It means a lot. We're the only skilled nursing facility in Tuskegee, and we have a close relationship with the mayor. The owner also has a close relationship with the mayor. We wouldn't be anywhere else but here.
Great, great. And how important is Magnolia Haven to the community of Tuskegee?
We're a big employer in the area, and lots of the residents that use our facility are residents of the area, so we're very important. There's not another health care facility inpatient in the area, so we're it.
Okay, so is it a daycare facility, adult daycare facility, a therapy, or?
It's actually a short and long-term stay facility. We do short-term for rehab, people that have recently had surgery, just need therapy, inpatient, and then for people that need more long-term care, it's like a nursing home in that aspect. So we do long-term and short-term.
Okay, do you do in-home visits as well?
We don't provide that service, but we have lots of partnered agencies where we can refer people to those services.
Okay, and if somebody wants to get in contact with you, find out where you are, how do they go about doing that?
Sure, we're Magnolia Haven. We're at 603 Wright Street in Tuskegee. We can be reached anytime, day or night, 334-727-4960. Happy to help.
All right, and let me guess which team you're going for tomorrow.
Say it again.
Let me guess which team that you're rooting for next for tomorrow.
Exactly. TU, you know.
Thank you. And right now we have Patrick Wallace from Tuskegee Virtual TV. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I am doing excellent. This is an amazing evening. What do you think that this game, what kind of impact do you think this game is going to have on the ASU and Tuskegee relationship?
I think this is going to be a great addition to the holidays that we have. I think it's even going to be better than the Turkey Day Classic because, you know, a lot of students would go home away around the country for Turkey Day and they would miss the game. But most people don't go away and go home for Labor Day. So I think this is going to be huge. I think it's going to be very, very big and good for both of the economies.
Okay, well, that's great. So tell me, what is Virtual TV doing this weekend?
Tuskegee Virtual TV is live streaming this event that we're at right now, and anybody can go to Tuskegee Virtual and on Facebook and see what we're doing right now and see what's going on inside the venue.
Okay, can you tell me throughout the evening what was your favorite part?
Oh gosh, clearly the music that you hear in the background right now. The band is awesome.
Can you play? Can you sing?
I did in my past life. I don't do that anymore.
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh no. You're not gonna hear me pop a note. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, you're quite welcome.
It's going to be a wonderful weekend.
It
so
is.
Just let's enjoy it.
Yes, all right. Thanks.
Down and everything. They like, this is a Tuskegee event. Don't give them anything to say. How many of y'all feel outstanding? Little man, you gonna sing for him? Can I play my bass?
Good afternoon, and so happy that you're able to make it out this evening.
Well, thank you. It's good to be out to represent Tuskegee University, Tuskegee Institute, going back to the Tuskegee Alabama State game. During the Labor Day Classic, it's going to be outstanding. Mayor Haygood did a great fundraiser for us, for the community, getting T100, getting things going on exit 38, and we're going back in the community and getting this rivalry back together at the start of the season is a beautiful thing, and the camaraderie of bringing the neighborhoods back together. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, are you originally from Tuskegee, or you just played for Tuskegee? Tell us a little bit about your background.
The history goes back, it's entwined. James Reynolds played Tuskegee in the 60s, and he was in Detroit, and he recruited me back down to Tuskegee. So I have one other former players from Tuskegee Institute that was drafted to the Dallas Cowboys in 1971 that played against Bama State as well. His name is Druid Watson. He's here today as well to represent from the 60s to the 70s. We know we got the guys from the 80s, 90s, Frank Walker. So looking forward to it, but by turn, I'm originally from Detroit, to answer to your question. But I'm located in Tuskegee now, and I'm going back to school on the university on the campus.
Wow, that is amazing. So you're going to go back to school, you're going to be studying?
Construction management, yes. Construction science management is what we call with the architecture department. And it's a great department. Dean Hunter and also Dean Bell is working over the architecture department. Looking forward to working with them. They've been great to me and everything. And also Tuskegee with Mayor Haygood. Town has really turned out for me and the school. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule and sitting down with us. And let me.
We got to say,
go ahead.
We love those golden boys, Tuskegee Golden Tigers. Y'all get ready. I know y'all ready. Put the hunt on them. Take that sting out them Hornets. All right, I'm looking for you. I'll feed y'all when you get back. Take care.
You can ask me anything you want to, and I'll tell you everything.
Okay, now. Now he said ask anything. Hi, Hi, and welcome.
Hello, and thank you.
All right, can you just state your name and how you're affiliated with this wonderful event this evening?
Well, I am Leon E. Chief Fraser, and Chief comes from me being a police chief for 14 years. So that title stuck.
Okay, so you were chief in Tuskegee or in Montgomery?
In Tuskegee for a minute, but in Ohio for the 14 years.
Oh, wow.
It's too tough for Tuskegee. They had to let me go.
Okay, and what have you been doing since your retirement?
Well, I tried to leave Tuskegee and go back to Ohio, but I couldn't do that because God told me to be still and do what I was planning to do. So ever since that time, 2000, I just decided to publish the Revealer newsletter, television programs, and whatever else I could do to raise the consciousness of the Tuskegee people so we would be ready for a moment like this.
Absolutely. Can you tell me maybe one of the latest subjects or the issues that you have that you've actually brought to the forefront?
Well, the September issue will deal with God being tired of us. And I'm citing all the things that men have done in order to destroy the solar system and everything else that God made. And I believe that we are the only ones who can make a difference by being the best that we can be and making the best decisions. So I'm hitting people hard with the fact that it's time for all of us to stand up and speak and let the liars go by the wayside and the truth tellers take charge.
Okay, and just for the community of Tuskegee, if you can name 3 things that they need to do to participate in this movement, what would those 3 things be?
Get ourselves ready. All of us need to develop an attitude and a consciousness that we need to grow more than we have, start working on individual selves, and once we can get ourselves up, we will be ready for the job market and that kind of thing. The other thing I think we need to do is understand the value of education and all that we haven't gotten. Between now and the time the decisions are made, go get as much as we possibly can. And the other thing is, the city government get ready to upgrade the infrastructure and everything else of the city so that when that opportunity comes sliding through, well then we will be ready for it.
All right. Well, are you enjoying yourself this evening?
Yes, ma'am. I always do. God's good to this old man.
Absolutely. So tell me, what's your favorite event going on this afternoon?
Well, I don't know because I just got here. You know, I was late leaving Tuskegee, so whatever Mayor Haygood is doing, I'm believing that it must be good for what Tuskegee needs. And as I walked into that room a few minutes ago and perused the room, I noticed that many of the right people are here. So the right people can make anything right.
Thank you so much for your comment, and well, get in there and enjoy the rest of the evening, okay?
Yes, ma'am, will do. Thank you.
Funk you up, uptown funk you up. I say uptown funk you up. All right, we're gonna customize this thing. Bring it down, say where all my Tuskegee folks at? All right. So y'all gonna say this when we gonna say it like this. We're gonna say this. Tuskegee funk you up. Tuskegee funk you up. So what's gonna happen tomorrow on that field? What you say? Here we go. Tuskegee funk you up. Tuskegee funk you up. Everybody, Tuskegee funk you up. Tuskegee funk you up. I said Tuskegee funk you up.